I'm Sabya. To pick up from where Mr. Colin left, that we are looking for radical solutions to the problem. And second point which he referred, that we are always in the complaining mode. So here I am to make one more complaint. And the complaint contains the solution itself, which has been referred to by many or almost everyone who spoke here. Every time we are speaking of the state of the judicial system in our country, we are referring to under-trial prisoners. Have you ever tried to understand that what has led to such a huge number of under-trials in India? Is it the overburdened judiciary? Is it the lenient attitude of the lawyers who address a case? Whatever it is, the fact is that we do have a large number of under-trials. But then why, to every problem, we come up with a solution of PIL? Why do we want to further burden and overburden judiciary? A public interest litigation. From past 2-3 hours, I have almost listened about 10 to 12 public interest litigations which are about to be filed, including 2 of yours. Is public even aware of these public interest litigations? What my solution to the problem is that we should involve public at large. Through columns in magazines, in national dailies, we should reflect what is the state of human rights in our country. As a general public, and pardon me if I'm wrong, if I give you a figure that there are 134 children in UP jails, most of you will agree, because maybe most of you know, but I beg to differ. I will say that you don't know, and I'll say that you'll agree, yeah, there are 134 without verifying the factors. Okay, what I'm pointing out here is that public should be sensitized and they should be made aware that this is the situation of human rights in our country. This is what we want to do to improve the human rights situation. You know, the news on Bollywood stars is more readily and pervasively available than the news on human rights violations in India. And that is what basically I want to emphasize here. Fact-finding. And for fact-finding, we need not be associated with any non-governmental organization. I need not be basically a human rights lawyer or activist for indulging into fact-finding. Gather the information, analyze the information, determine the facts, and make it available to the public at large. This is the grassroots activism I look forward for from my countrymen to improve the human rights conditions in this country. Should we try, sir? Now coming to the point of fact-finding, as Ralph Waldo has said, that we must learn the language of facts. 19th century was the century of when we were emphasizing rights. 21st century is the century of implementation of rights. And implementation of rights cannot be made until and unless we validate the facts. We find the facts